we're back to zero watching. This isn't awkward. This isn't awkward indeed. All right. Shit, this.
I mean, just send it live. Is it live now?
It's live. We're live. We're live. This shit takes the whole gas out of the off the pedal, man. This is technical difficulties, shenanigans, tomfooleries. Just too much of this.
You might have to delete that other live.
I'm gonna put it private.
Yeah, because it's gonna come up episode 89 on your channel. People are gonna go to that.
Like, hey,
5 minutes ago.
Yeah. I'm about to put that shit private. Done. Don't tell me. They should just set the live private. Yeah, it's my fault. Oh, my fault.
Okay, we back.
Yeah, okay, we back. It's I think we live, are we? Should be live.
Yeah, we are.
Yo, chat, let me know if you live. We live. Let me know right now. Let me know right now. Hey. I gotta wait for it to post. Now coast.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit people with this new link.
Yep. We got a whole new link.
You guys watch baseball? You guys like the Yankees?
There we go. Trying to pull it together. She's strong. Damn, I sent this shit to all these chats. Oh well. All right. Let me get a year if you hear us. Get a year in the chat real quick.
Yeah.
You're in the chat. A freaking sunset on my hat. My shit washed. I know it's one game, but Schmidt looks good. Schmidt out here.
I hate when people are like, and then another thing I'm gonna say, probably, well, we're on now. I have to save it for the pod, but there's people that are like pretending like they're cool because they knew about Clark Schmidt, like, and other people didn't. I saw a couple tweets like, "Oh, are you guys just finding out about Clark Schmidt now?" Or, "Oh, I see some Yankee fans didn't know who Clark Schmidt was." Shut your goofy ass up. Like, I'm tired of these fans like flexing on other fans in our fan base. If tonight was the first night that you found out about Clark Schmidt, guess what? You're not late. He has not pitched in the major leagues. He's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not there yet. Like, he is a prospect. Obviously, we knew him.
Those are probably the same people. Those are probably the same people that when the Yankees drafted him, they're like, "How they gonna draft a guy with Tommy John surgery?"
Right, they're like, "What a waste of a pick." You guys are
dumb, man. First round pick, man. You gonna waste your first round pick on that?
This guy can't play for 2 years. You draft him in a first round. I mean, draft a guy in the first round that we can at least use in 2 years.
He needs to be able to play next year. If we draft him in the first round, what? All right. Run this back, Turbo. What up, y'all? It is 10 p.m. on a Monday. Do you know where your podcast is? Rod Hurst, Pinstripe Show podcast, y'all. It is July 6th, and Keith and I bring you Pinstripe Strong. I mean, we got maybe Chris coming soon, maybe, hopefully. We'll see how he feels about that. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. That's why we ended up naming this episode as Summer Camps Schedules Schmidt. There's no S at the end of his name, but you already know. So you guys already know, Pinstripe Strong. Chris, I miss you. Let's do it. Drop the beat now. Hey. What's going on, y'all? It is your boy Joe's McFly. Brought to you by my co-host.
Mike, check 1 2 1 2. Keith McPherson. Am I loud? Can you hear me?
Yeah, this guy. We were like, "Yo, man, why you hiding Keith in a box?" I'm like, "A box? What are you talking about?" And girl, I was editing the podcast. Keith's like, "Joe, why do I sound like that?" I'm like, "I'm so sorry, Keith."
Like, is there anything we could do?
I was like, not really. I keep forgetting to press record. Anyway. How you doing, Keith?
I'm great. That was the best 3 hours of programming I've watched in a while. I can't really watch TV anymore. Yes Network, give them the Emmy. That was great.
That was good. That was good. Today was a W for baseball. So really happy about that. I'm giving you guys a dub today because they did a good job, man. I love the way what they did, what MLB Network did with the schedule, how they made it into a whole segment, like a scheduled release day. I like that. It made 6 o'clock an event, right? Like, oh shit! I thought that they were gonna, like, you know, Keith, when we were talking last week, like, oh, they're gonna release the schedule, blah blah blah. I thought that they were gonna do it like how they do it through the media and just kind of like release it there, like how they always do. They like
press release.
Yeah, just like a press release. Like they'll just release it there, like at random, like, oh yeah, these are the schedules. But they made it into like this whole big thing, this event where you talked about all of the teams, who's got an easy schedule, who you could be able to. I loved it. I feel like it's kind of like a blessing in disguise. Maybe they should, and it's kind of hard to do it when it's a 162 game season, Keith.
Right.
I think it. Of course, it is a little difficult, but I just look at it like, man, it brought like an excitement. You know what I mean? I couldn't wait to get out of work and just look at the schedule. And by the way, guys, I'm here in my crib finally, man. I'm out the basement. I'm here in my crib. I'm here in the sit-stand. I'm happy. I'm standing up doing this podcast, actually, because I cannot sit down. I can't. And I'm hyping maybe this podcast can be able to give Chris some kind of energy to say, I can heal, and then he heals with his mind and comes back and says, I'm in the podcast. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. Because you look at the schedule, and I'm just ready for that, man. And we'll talk about that. We'll talk about, of course, our segment. We Keith and I were talking about a segment for Chris. We were like, oh, maybe we'll do like a let's do it section. And we just talk to Chris over the phone, and he just calls into a hotline. We'll talk to him for like a hot 15. Chris is hot 15, you know what I mean? And we'll just talk to him real quick. He's like, all right, cool to hit. Gotta go. And he just bounced.
Call in from the jail phone like Roddy Rebel.
Shout out to the people in the chat. We on YouTube. We live. So shout to you guys. Yeah, true, man. So thank you. We had some issues in the beginning trying to record, so that was funny. Keith turned into a question mark, turned into a Riddler in here. So we may have some Riddler t-shirts come out for Keith. Some Pinstripe Riddlers. Come out. It's just a whole question mark that comes up whenever you bounce. But that is funny. But yeah, man, there's COVID testing. There's all this stuff. There's a lot to get into. There's are we carrying or nah? Are we Karen or nah?
I'm not Karen. My name is Keith.
Leave us a voice. Leave us a voicemail, 347-389-4898. I almost gave that number away to somebody. Like I needed like an important phone call or whatever. And I almost gave them that number because I, give that number out more than I do my actual real phone number. So yeah. So 347-389-4898. You listening to this, leave us a voicemail. Let us know how you feeling. Who are your players to watch? What got you excited about today? Inter squad games, questions about players, who's making the roster, who you think is going to be left off, whatever the hell you want to talk about, anything. That voicemail is yours. Okay? So talk about that, 347-389-4898. Also, in case you guys do not know, this podcast, as it is every week, until, John Boy probably calls me and be like, yo, Joe, we got to let go of Pinstripe Strong, which I have no idea why. Bruh. All right, this is brought to you by JomboyMedia! Get ready, get hype. The season's upon us, and we're in mid-season form already because we just don't stop. And throughout this whole COVID pandemic shit, we just never stopped. Everything just kept going. Podcasts kept coming out. Content kept coming out, even though some of the content we're just kind of grasping at straws, Keith. Today, just told you how much baseball content just creates itself.
Yeah. And
things just like memes and shit like that just came up on the fly, on the McFly. Just coming out, and I just, that's how it is, man. Just baseball content, man.
Bro, I told you, I said last week, I was like, yo, this other stuff is not what we do.
This is not it.
What we all naturally do is watch the Yankees cover the games. What, like, all of us came together over the last couple years to do now.
Chris is listening, by the way. He just corrected us on something.
What'd you say?
Chris is listening, by the way. He just corrected us or something because I guess I was forgetting the segment and he put Karen or nah. Like, yo, get your shit together. So he's like behind the scenes right now. He's like a wizard, bro. Trying to figure shit out.
He's playing producer now behind the scenes.
Word.
Are we Karen or nah?
So we'll see.
What were you saying about that? It's so good to see live baseball, live at bats. To see the stadium, to see our players, to see, guys that have been hurt like Andujar, who's currently on my TV right now because Yes Network was so gracious.
And I'm keeping that shit on too because I'm looking at that shit. Right.
So nice of them to run it back for us.
So gracious of them.
We're getting the Yes Encore on Yankee Summer Camp.
Appreciate you guys. I'm watching that shit. That shit's already a Yankee classic.
Guys like Giancarlo, who's got the fro now, healthy, back in the box. He didn't try and kill Tanaka. Y'all was tweaking over the weekend.
Oh, we gotta get into that. Can't wait to do that. Can't wait to do that. Can't wait to talk about that.
I wasn't even gonna say anything because I was scrolling through Twitter. I was like, are people dumb? Like, do y'all not watch baseball? This is something that happens in the game. Like, Tanaka's not the first one to get, but either way,
bro, they act like Giancarlo was like,
you can't aim.
Come on, man.
You can't aim the ball when you're hitting it like that. And why would he?
Fatality, guys. Pinstripe Strong Podcast. We're seriously serious about not taking things serious, so don't take us too serious.
Yeah, no. Right. Some of y'all goofies just need a reason to blame Giancarlo, and I was like, oh, great. People think I hate Giancarlo.
Where Keith is like, yo, that's my job.
No.
Fuck out of here.
No. I was like, look at all these goofies. That shows you who really doesn't like Giancarlo. If you're going to blame him for a freak accident like that happening, luckily Tanaka was good. But like I'm saying, he didn't do it on purpose. There's no way you can control that. He's getting his swings in.
Yeah.
He's one of the hardest hitters in the game. Like his exit velo is up there with everybody in the game.
It's the highest.
That ball is coming off hot. That ball is coming hot.
Highest, yes. But, guys, you guys know what time it is, right? Do you guys know what time it is? It is time for Are We Carrying It On? You gotta love the elevator music coming up because that kind of gets you ready for this time. So, Keith, are we carrying or not about these subjects? These subjects are on baseball. Let's see if we were to talk about that. We'll break that down throughout the week, and we'll see if we even care or not to even talk about it. Saves us some time. So let's see. The first one is Pablo Sandoval. A picture breaks out on the internet, and he breaks the internet and possibly a belt buckle. We caring about this subject or nah?
Not me. That boy fat. It's okay.
Listen, I'm just saying he out there looking like me right now. Like I was like, yo, wait a minute, is that me?
Nah, chill. He got the like extra large.
Yo, then another
he's pregnant with triplets. That boy got the extra large roundness.
Bruh. Another one came out. Another picture came out today, and that shit looked even worse. And people got on like Jared Carabas because he tweeted some shit, some crazy shit, some off the wall shit, and people got on him crazy with that. So that was wild. But yeah, so we don't care about that. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me right now with this. Yo. Oh man. Yeah, so do we care about this? No, we don't. This is wild. This is crazy to me right now, but we're gonna try to get Keith back on, and I'll try to, I guess, edit this shit back. We can't even last 10 minutes with this freaking shit. I don't know what's going on. It's not the internet. I'm getting pretty good stuff here. Boy, this is frustrating. Guys, we're using Zoom next week. This is like guaranteed we're using Zoom next week. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this on the... This is wild to me. Why are you doing this to me? Yo, this is crazy. Oh, there goes Keith. I just found him. I just found Keith, guys. Keith, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, shit, I found a way to do it. Oh, my God, I found a way to do it. All right, cool. I got to, like, exit and then come back. All right, cool. Nice. I think we saved the stream. Go ahead. Go on, Keith. Hey, Keith's back. Welcome back.
I just text him FML. Like.
Welcome back.
My name is Jeff.
Jeff, this is your fault, motherfucker. All right, Jeff. All right, so
yeah, we gotta find a replacement for Jeff.
This is crazy. This is crazy, but the fun never stops. Even though this part will be edited out, and those of you listening to the podcast will never ever hear this part ever. But only the people from YouTube know what really happened. All right, so the next segment right here. Coming up right now is McCutcheon says that the Yankees' facial health policy is no fun and it prevents individualism. Do we care about this or not?
I mean, yes, so we might as well talk about this one. Because, like, I care about it, but I don't care about Kutch. I just care about it because it started the conversation again on Yankees Twitter and the same conversation we have every year. Mm-hmm. And I understand, like, okay, so Andrew McCutcheon played for us 2 years ago. Well, we pick him up in the trade deadline 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. And I love Kutch as an overall player, MVP, brother, obviously. But I remember when your little goofy clean face popped up for the Yankees. He used it as an opportunity to make social media content, shaved his face. Everyone got a great laugh about it. He didn't say anything then. So why are you saying stuff 2 years later?
He did say it feels weird. He kept saying
but he
that.
didn't say all this.
Well, I mean, he didn't really say anything. You know what? I care about Kutch because I feel like he's what baseball needs, bro. I feel like that kind of persona is what baseball needs. They need swag, bro. Like, baseball has no swag. That's what, and you know, they had Ken Griffey Jr. swag. Some players got swag, but they need more players with swag. You see that picture? They put a picture of him side by side with the Yankee uniform and then him with that Philly uniform, like kind of like a shirt button all the way down. Like he looking like swaggy as hell. You know what I mean? It's all good, and I get it, but. And I think somebody was like, they were just joking. They were like, oh, Yankees are bad for baseball because of this, blah, blah, blah. You see, which one looks better? This catcher, this catcher. I'm like, yeah, you look swaggy. I got you. But Yankees are good for baseball, bro. The Yankees just feel like no one, a lot of the reasons are no one's above the team, you know? It doesn't matter who you are, whether you Randy Johnson, whether you this, that, and the third, whether you freaking Alex Rodriguez, anybody. No facial hair, bro. I don't give a shit who the hell you are. You come on this team, you shaving. That's just what it is.
No long hair either.
Now, do we agree with this? That's the question, Keith. Would you like to see a change in this policy to, more individualism, or maybe an extension of the policy? Maybe not fully to have some crazy beards or whatever it is, but
if Garrett Cole can command $324 million and shave his beard, shave his hair so that it's a certain length and conform to the Yankee way.
He got 320. He had 324 million reasons. I mean, come on.
It's part of the wardrobe for work. It's part of the dress code for the job.
Yeah.
Everybody knows this. Like, we've all watched the Yankees as kids growing up, and as you hit puberty and you start to grow facial hair and you realize that the Yankees don't have facial hair, you start to realize that it's one of those things, right? There's no names on the back of the jerseys.
Yep. Do you think that it limits individualism?
I feel like it doesn't. There's a bunch of other ways for you to be an individual. Clint Frazier came out on the field with Travis Scott Jordans with cleats in them. They give you there's multiple other ways.
I don't think that baseball gives you enough ways to do it, though. In all honesty,
well, they do want to downplay it. They do want to keep.
They do want to downplay it
because it's buttoned up. But I feel like that's changing. Honestly, the Latin players have really been the only swag in the last decade in the game.
That's true.
Like the Latin swag with the chains, couple buttons
some
loose,
flair.
maybe the gloves with some gold on them, or like Javi Baez with the Jordans with the gold swoosh, or from the Tats to the Tatis with the dreads. Like those guys have brought some swag into the game, but we're heading into the future, right? I don't think the Yankees are going to ever change it because it's part of their system and it's part of their process to win. But Major League Baseball definitely needs to let the kids play and letting the kids play, let them express themselves however they want.
One way I kind of thought and kind of taking things from the Players Weekend, which is cool, and maybe they should do this all year round because the individualism sometimes is cool. And I think at least if people buying more merch and then you see more kids using these kind of things, personalizing themselves because they want to be more like I don't know, like their favorite player.
Yeah.
So like you'll wear Griffey's because you like Griffey, right? But there's that individualism that came with that. You can't really wear like arm sleeves. Like, what's the problem with that? Why don't you allow players to have their own like straight customizable bats, bro? And just you know how they had like in the home run derby and Judge had like that bat, like those bats that just different colors and all that. I would love to see that shit. What's the problem with that?
Yeah, you're 100% right. The bats shouldn't matter.
Something like that.
The cleats don't really matter. Like I said, with Clint coming out there wearing whatever he wanted.
Socks.
I know in the NFL, they fine you for not wearing the right color cleats. Like Odell Beckham Jr. and Jarvis Landry had an issue with that last year. But it's part of the unwritten rules of baseball. It's part of the history of baseball. I know we're challenging all history right now, but the Yankees' hair and facial hair policy, leave it alone. It's just fine.
So keep that, change other things. Next thing that we got here, MLB issues with testing? What the fuck? I don't know what's going on, Keith, with this testing. Apparently teams haven't been able to even get into camp or had to cancel camp because they weren't able to get testing back in time after they tested certain players. That sucks. Do we care about this or not?
I mean, we do care about it, but we don't. And I care about it as a baseball fan more than a Yankee fan. The Yankees played a whole scrimmage tonight, so we practiced today. And the teams that didn't practice, I heard, were the Nationals, the A's, the Angels, and the Astros. 3 A teams.
That's crazy, right? Change the name of your team, which we'll get into that in a second.
Two West Coast teams, Cali, and then a Texas team, and then a team in the nation's capital. The first thing I thought when I heard that they didn't get the test back today in time for practice was, oh, it's the first Monday back from a holiday break. I don't know who they thought was working between Wednesday and Thursday when they tested the players, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday where people took off for a holiday.
That's a good point.
Like, who's supposed to deliver this stuff? Who's supposed to take the test out, mix the chemicals, find out what it is, put the results back and ship it back? And then who's supposed to bring it to deliver it Monday if everybody is on holiday?
You're right.
And that's exactly what happened. And I wasn't surprised. What I was surprised with was that fans reacted how they did, and even players, right? I saw so many people today talking about, like, just cancel the season, pack it up. I'm like, whoa, hold on.
Hey, yo, relax real quick.
Like, that's not what this means.
Baby, slow it down because you're moving too fast. All right?
Like, yo, y'all need to chill out with that Debbie Downer shit. Y'all be so quick to tell somebody to cancel something. We came this far, we're not canceling it.
Too quick. Yeah, so, well, not unless something catastrophic happens. Let's see. So
they missed a day of practice, and I get it. There's not that many days.
There's not that many days, though, Keith. Like, that's the thing. There's not that many days. You got to get ready.
I don't feel bad for any of those teams. I don't feel bad for any.
I feel you, but if it was your team, you'd be pretty upset. So
sure,
I get it. I guess people just feel like
couldn't play this scrimmage today because they didn't deliver
the test.
I would have definitely been going in.
But I think people are upset because they already feel like baseball didn't have their shit through this whole negotiation, have their shit together, and then now it feels like when this is still something new for everybody, they're like, oh, you guys still don't have your shit together, kind of thing.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. I thought it was a sound effect. You didn't push a sound?
I didn't. Was that shit outside?
Low-key sounded like a shot.
Yo, bro, I'm so sick and tired of firecrackers, man, and all that shit. What the hell was that?
It was a loud ass boom, bang.
All right, well, we'll just continue status quo, guys. If there's a fire, I got to cut the podcast. But shit, it's crazy. I can't stand fireworks
I just think
anymore.
people need to have more optimism. I saw a lot of pessimism coming out of baseball fans. And it's like, listen.
Yeah, let's relax.
Regular people take these tests, deliver these tests, do the process in between. They're not pregnancy tests.
All right.
Y'all tripping. Like, what do you think is going to happen? That, like, as soon as that swab goes up your nose, they find out, no, they got to take it to a lab, get the results, send it back from the lab. It takes time. I bet you they figure out where they are and they get them to the teams tomorrow or Wednesday, and these teams are back practicing. It sucks to lose a day of practice, but that goes against MLB, yes, but not enough to say, cancel the whole season.
Yeah, let's not cancel the whole season.
Shit together. Like, that's on FedEx.
Let's see. All right, so let's see here. Next thing, COVID positives. MLB gets their initial test runs from everybody. About 3,100 samples. Only 1.2% were positive. Do we care about this right now or not?
Well, yeah, you gotta care about it.
We care. we care about it. Listen, I care about it, but to me, it's more like I expected to be some positives, and actually, I didn't think it was going to be this low. So that's pretty good. So let's see what happens in the whole process, and we'll probably try to explain the whole process on the intake and everything like that a little bit later as well. So
the numbers were low as far as players and staff that tested positive. That is good. It's unfortunate that like all-star like Freddie Freeman tests positive and they report that he's got a fever, so he's like really in it.
Yeah, and he has a kid. He has kids at home and stuff like that. So that's
right.
So shout to him.
You start thinking a little deeper into it.
Anybody that does have it as well. So that's get better with that. Next thing that we have here, the Indians are thinking about changing their name. Do we care about this or not?
Not really.
All right. Only thing that I'll say about it,
not really.
And I don't care. I do care. Part of me personally cares because it's like, bro, if Native Americans are upset about this, just change the fucking shit, bro. Everything was taken away from them. Just give them that. If they fucking feel like it, like they're really offended by it, yo, just do it, bro. Redskins, freaking Black Hawk, whatever the hell they want to change, bro. Just, Native Americans. To me, I have a whole opinion on that. We could get off on a whole another tangent on that shit, bro. Like, just give them that, bro. I ain't got no problem with that.
It's not the same situation the Washington Deadskins are dealing with, but if there ever was a time to change a name that's potentially offensive to anyone, you change it.
Just do it. Now. Plus, you probably make some more money off merch anyway. You changing the name, so.
Yeah, and it's like, yo, let's just try to move away from it. I know there's multiple sides of it. It's just whack because
it's whack.
Y'all goofy ass president is trying to flip the narrative and say that they're doing it to be politically correct and all this other shit. And it's like, yo, whether it changes or not, it really doesn't change anything. Like, it's not in the grand scheme of things, it's not doing anything. Same way like painting Black Lives Matter on the concrete ain't doing shit either. So
yeah, and that ends it for this portion of We Caring or Not. Any other subjects or anything like that? Actually, you guys let us know any of these weird subjects or around baseball or anything like that you would like us to put into the pod, and we'll run through them. We'll see if we care about them or not. And we're done for that segment.
Here's a bonus one, yo. I was listening to Talking Baseball. I didn't realize it's still on the table for them to have a expanded postseason. I thought it was just a done deal that is going to be 10. Listening to Talking Baseball, Plouffe said that they still have time. Like, I guess, like, I don't know. There's a loophole in the contract, and there's still time for them to decide whether they want to have the standard 10 teams or whether they want to have an expanded 14 team playoff, which I think they should have 14 because
I don't want to. You know what? It's fine. They can figure it out. I don't give a shit about the negotiations because
we are past that.
Facts. At this point, the only thing that I'll say is,
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you,
we don't care.
I just don't care about negotiations between the Major League Baseball and the Players Association. Figure it out on your own time. No, thank you.
Love baseball. I'm like watching all this stuff tonight, and I'm reminded, like, yo, all that other business in baseball, all that other nonsense that we had to deal with the last 3 months, that's not why I got into all this. Like, this is why I fell in love with the game when I was a kid, and I didn't know shit about an owner or a collective bargaining agreement.
Well, we got a 5-star review. 5-star review time, guys. We got a 5-star review from Jay Solo 29. Great Yankees podcast. You guys are the best for Yankees news. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. So shout out to you. You guys make sure you guys leave us a 5-star review on iTunes if you have access to it. If not, you could actually leave us a voicemail as well. 347-389-4898. Let's move on to some Yankees news. As Christian is letting me know, we are 30 minutes in? 30 minutes in. He's like, yeah, you guys are 30 minutes in. All right, great. Summertime vibes, guys. First day of school. Let's go. We're happy. It's the first day. We're back in camp. Everybody's happy.
really it was like this was like the first Friday.
Third batter
the
in,
first
Keith.
week of school, because we've been the team. Like I saw players pulling up Wednesday. They had the first practice on the 4th of July, which was kind of weird.
That was
Like,
fine though. I'm fine with it. Baseball's always played on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm happy with it. They don't expect to have that day off anyway. I was happy. Masahiro Tanaka on the mound. We had Tanaka on the mound, and that was awesome. Man. We had Tanaka on the mound. I was happy about it. I was excited. I didn't quite understand what was happening with Tanaka being on the mound. He was looking all right. Wasn't looking as sharp, when it came to Tanaka. But facing Giancarlo Stanton, throws a off-speed pitch. Bruh. Giancarlo yeeted that shit. Like with all his strength and frustrations from the past years. And lined that shit up square right to Tanaka. That shit was crazy. And I do hope, and the video was insane. I was looking at it. I'm like, I can't believe this shit. Because, Yankees, you just continuously keep getting injured.
Yeah.
Fucking Tanaka. I feel like if he wasn't told by the medical staff to just chill, just relax right there so we could test everything, I feel like he would have just got up and just been like, all right, cool. First of all, the ball was hauled out in a stretcher, okay? So I don't know, the ball is nowhere to be heard from. I think the ball died, okay? We have no word on the ball. No idea what happened to the ball. We have no update on the ball, guys. Once again, I don't know what happened to the ball. The ball flew up in the air, it landed, died, never seen it again. Hauled out on the stretcher. Tanaka, he looked like he was still trying to get up, laying there. I was a little nervous because they kept him motionless, but I guess they got to go through all of these systems and patterns and all of that stuff to make sure that he's okay with everything, all of his limbs, and he's conscious and everything like that. But Tanaka looked like he was about to just brush that shit off for a second and just be like, all right, just give me another one. And he just walks down and everybody's upset. Giancarlo's like, oh my God, I can't believe I did this shit, man. On the first day of school. And then everybody's blaming him. Like, I was like, what the fuck is this? Why are you guys blaming Giancarlo Stanton? Why are you blaming him? First of all, he hits the ball harder than anybody else. And somebody put on Twitter today, they said, you know what? I'm actually scared to death any single time that Giancarlo comes up to bat against my pitcher. You know what I said? No, against the Yankees pitcher. You know what I said? I said, good. I want everybody in the league to feel this way whenever they step in the box against Giancarlo Stanton. Well, I mean, whenever they're pitching against Giancarlo Stanton or they see him stepping in the box. I want them to be intimidated, Now, what were your feelings, Keith, when you seen Tanaka go down out of this pitch? Please run me through that.
Bro, I love Tanaka. Love him like a son. I refer to him as
my
son. And when I saw that clip, because I wasn't watching it live. I was
Admit it, you cried.
Moving and shaking.
You
I
cried.
was hitting different spots. I opened my phone and I saw the clip and I was like, no. And I just was hoping that he wasn't I didn't want to hear any damage, skull fracture, any type of I was just hoping he shook it off. And he looked like he, once he was standing on his own too, he looked like he shook it off. But then once I got past the initial shock of seeing my boy down on the ground like that, like crouched over like that, I started scrolling through Yankees Twitter to see just what the word was, not to hear from fans, but to see what happened at New York Presbyterian, what happened with his concussion protocol. And that's when I started seeing fans being dumb, saying stupid shit, getting at Giancarlo, making it about something that is
Should we
not.
Even spend time on these guys? I feel like
no,
we can or not. We should have put.
This is what I will say though. It's baseball. This is something that happens every year in baseball. We have seen multiple pitchers get hit with the ball coming right back at him. Also, my guy Giancarlo, who I don't hate. If anybody thinks I hate Giancarlo, you could check my Twitter. I didn't say anything. The people that hate Giancarlo Stanton, they were out on Saturday. He was involved. I said, it's a crazy coincidence that he's involved with this because if y'all remember Mike Fiers a few years back, I think 2014, drilled him in the face, broke his face, and that was horrific. And that is the other side of it, right? It's one thing for a ball to get sent back to the pitcher. It's another thing for you to get hit by a pitch with a fastball in the face. They're very rare. There's such a small percentage chance that this happens in baseball. I'm just blown away. I'm like, this is a fucking curse. The Yankees were hurt all last year. We don't even get a season. And now Tanaka is down in the first day of practice. The ball gets lined. I'm like, I got nothing. I got nothing for this, yo. I don't have anything to say. I'm just gonna hope it goes away. I didn't tweet.
The fact that Tanaka
post anything. I'm like, I'm just gonna hope Tanaka's all right.
The fact that Tanaka seems to be okay, and by the way, he was cleared, left the hospital, passed all tests, was actually on the bike, and we went through a whole bunch of other rigorous exercises. No side effects so far. And the fact that he tweeted that same night consciously to himself, and he was like, yo, I'm good, man. Yo, I'm looking to get back on the field ASAP. I'm like, Tanaka, man.
Tough.
Fuck. This guy's
Tanaka tough.
Yo.
It's not
this guy's tank, bro.
It's not.
Tank.
Some
Crazy.
guys would have used that as a reason to say, I'm going home.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
I'm not playing. I'm opting out of this season. It's too dangerous.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Nah.
But you know what? Tanaka, yo, shout out to Tanaka. Keep getting better. Social media also, Glaber and Judge went on social media, was like, yo, man, I want you guys to take down that video, man. It's our teammate, and shouldn't be spread around like that. Unless, because I know people got to report stuff or whatever it is. And I took down all my videos and say, you know what? Fuck it, you know what I mean? It doesn't even matter. Like, I just took all that shit down, and I just put up, whatever news reports or whatever it was. And I'm like, it's all right. We don't need negative vibes because you know what, Keith? If this was 2019, Tanaka's out for the season. Okay, I'm gonna be very honest.
Yeah,
he would have got hit with the same bit out for the season with the way 2019 went. Now we're good.
This is an omen that Tanaka, he took that off the head, and he's all right, and he's coming back, and I know we'll see him soon. But what I'll say about the coverage of that, and even Glaber and Judge coming out to speak on the coverage of that, media is going to put out anything that happens on that field. And that is more than any other thing that didn't matter. Someone making a diving catch, someone hitting a I don't know, double in the gap. That's not going to get clicks. That's not going to get eyes. Media is media. When I studied media in school, they said if it bleeds, it leads.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately,
I don't know.
Anytime there's something
use that
like
weirdly.
Anytime there's something like that with that's why when you see the nightly news, they lead off with this 4th of July weekend, 49 people shot, 7 people dead, because they lead with the dramatics.
They do.
And so that was all they had Saturday to report from, I don't know, the Yankees just doing a little bit. And what did you expect of the media, right? This is sports media. We have been shut down from live baseball. We have been shut down from live sports for over 3 months, almost 4 now. They were going to run with that. Even people that aren't really in the Yankee universe were going to see that clip and run with it because people are Yankee haters. But it's media, and I understood what those guys were saying because that's their friend. That's just like, that's the same way if your man gets knocked out, you're telling somebody like, yo, delete that video, yo, delete that video.
No, we're not doing that.
Don't post that. Like, we're not doing that. Like, yo, chill. But it's all good. All is well that ends well, and it ended well as far as Tanaka later that day.
Yeah, so hopefully.
And the next day saying he's good, and we move on from it.
Yeah, so we'll see. So recovery process, hopefully he comes back, no problem. But then we got more bad news. What? Another one. And we got DJ and Cessa. You don't even see or think about who's not in camp because you're just looking at everybody that is.
No, and I'm thinking about DJ.
No. I mean, like, even before that, like, I wasn't really seeing people. I wasn't thinking or like looking for people or whatever it is that weren't there until we found out. Like, I didn't know Sanchez and Chapman weren't in camp until they updated me like, oh, they're not in camp. I'm like, oh, shit, they're not in camp. And then they arrived today, But we had DJ Cessa First Yankees to be positive COVID. DJ LeMahieu, of course, because he's DJ LeMahieu. He's asymptomatic. He's the machine. Machine doesn't feel pain, I guess. So he'll hopefully be back pretty soon.
Antivirus.
He's got the cure
Should have
in his bloodstream. He's Wolverine basically. And then we have Sessa, who has mild symptoms. So hopefully Sessa comes out on top as well. So yeah, those are the positive tests, and they have to test negative twice before they're allowed to get into what they call the intake, which is the process of getting them into the camp with this team. But the weird thing with everything is that technically people from this camp, they can go, like these guys are not allowed to be around the team. They haven't been around the team yet. But technically, these guys could go after this inter-squad game and go freaking somewhere else and go chill somewhere, right? Now, the Yankees seem to be, with the way that their message has been, it seems like they're being more responsible about stuff and kind of being around. Like, even Zach Britton today, when he threw a pitch, there was a pitch that was touched by an infielder and by another pitcher, and he kicked it off the field. He didn't even touch it. So it's like stuff like that. It seems like they're taking it like pretty serious. But all in all, shout to them. Hopefully they do get better going forward. But sucks to hear that DJ LeMahieu is not with this team right now, and Sessa as well.
The machine. Run that Norton antivirus software, bro.
McAfee.
You know DJ wants
Defender.
to be out there.
Nah, you got to get the Defender.
Like, more than anybody, DJ wants to be out there. In spring training, they were saying how he wasn't trying to leave spring training because he had a whole regimen and he had to be in the cage. And that this guy is a ball player. He wants to be out there. It sucks. But
he's probably mid-season form right now anyway. So come back, guys.
Get through that. Sessa as well. Get that out your system so you can come back and rejoin us. We got time. Yeah.
So, definitely get better with that. And the schedule came out today, Major League schedule. So let's talk about this. We got to talk about the schedule right now because we got to talk about some important stretches, big series, the teams to look out for, stuff like that. Keith, what are your first thoughts looking at the schedule?
The first thought I had looking at the schedule, let's just start in July, was Yankees, Phillies. I actually ran into you last time I was down there. Remember when we played them 2 years ago? Who were you with? I remember I tried to sneak up on you real quick.
My boy Ram.
Oh, that's right. What up, Ram? So yeah, the first thing I was thinking is those 4 games where it's 2 in Philadelphia, 2 in the Bronx, Joe Girardi and the wannabe Yankees versus Aaron Boone and the actual New York Yankees.
Yeah. They took a job.
I think we can set the tone. I mean, obviously we have this game in Washington, which who knows what that's going to be. And then there's that break game, and then we get the weekend series in Washington. I don't know. That first series is not going to matter for anyone in the league. But I think if we end up taking, let's say,
you want to get off to a fast start, boy.
You do want to get off to a fast start, but that first weekend is going to be wild. I feel like there's going to be some teams that aren't ready. There's going to be some teams that surprise us, but I'm really interested to see how we settle into a week where it's Monday, we're in Philly, Tuesday, and we're in Philly. We play the Phillies. Then we travel up Tuesday night, and then Wednesday night, Thursday night, we've got the Phillies in the Bronx. So it's like you're playing these guys 4 times, try and take 3 out of 4, and that would mean you have to win 1 at least in their place. It's a 2-hour bus ride up the Parkway Turnpike, and then we'll see. But I think, these are 2 stacked teams, superstars, and I think this is where we're really going to see. That weekend is going to have a lot of the hype, and it's going to have a lot of the, coverage. Like ESPN is going to be covering the game. Everybody's going to be talking about it. It's also before the NBA returns.
Yep.
And then these 4 games with the Phillies, 2 in Philly, 2 in the Bronx, are before the NBA returns. Those are going to be big, I think, for us getting off to a hot start. before we face our rivals. What do you think about that first week? That like I'm just thinking about these guys going into like a work week, Monday through Friday.
That first week, I'm gonna be honest, is gonna be tough. What you gotta look at when you're looking at this schedule is I'm looking at the breaks in the schedule. So I'm looking basically for Baltimore. So when I see Baltimore, I'm looking at, oh shit, okay, these are like, and the team shouldn't look at them as breaks, right? They should look at them like, oh shit, let's continue doing this. In the Yes Network, they did say, if you go on, I think they said a 6-game losing streak is equivalent to like a 17-game losing streak in the regular season, 162 games. That's how much each game means, okay? Just keep that in mind. So that's insane. What I'm looking at here, and I don't know if home field advantage even matters, 10 games against Boston, 3 of them are only in Fenway. That's fucking crazy to me, okay? So they're going to be coming to the Bronx quite a bit.
Can I say something along those lines? Because I was talking about it on Twitter with a guy. We've got 3 trips to Boston, right? How long is the trip from Boston to New York? 4 hours? In the car, we wouldn't even fly. That well, we could fly, but I don't know. I've never been to Boston.
Yeah, you could fly. It's like a 45-minute flight.
But then why do we have and that's in the United States?
Yeah.
Then we play at the Blue Jays 7 times in Toronto. I
don't know. See
that doesn't make sense.
But making the schedule is difficult. It's just weird because making the schedule is difficult because you gotta take all of these teams into and how they're playing and stuff like that. So that part, the ending part of our schedule. This is why if we get into a really good start, it's a wrap. We get into September, it's a fucking wrap, Keith, because the and you don't want to sleep on teams, but like the last 20 games are against teams that all lost more than 90 games or something like that.
I feel like MLB knows they need us and they want to make sure we've got like a little bit of a runway into the postseason with teams that, like, I don't think the Red Sox are going to be shit.
I don't think they wanted to give them a gimme, but 20 out of their last 23 games against clubs that lost 95 or more games this season, easy peasy stretch run. Now, I don't want to fall into that because a lot of those games are against the Blue Jays, Keith, and that to me is my team to worry about this season.
Yeah, they're pests.
The Toronto Blue Jays are going to be a team that's going to be young enough to say, hey, it's a short fucking season. We can win the World Series. You know, that's how I would kind of look at it. Like, yo, like we can win the World Series. Why not?
If their pitching did improve, if their pitching is better, those young guys on that team, they're young and spry and they don't care. And when you have kids like that on a team with some pitching, like they're going to be pests. They're going to steal some games from us. They're going to give us fits. We had it happen a couple.
Yeah, we did. We had happen a couple of times. It's we don't want that to happen. I don't want people to look at it like, oh shit, let's rest on our laurels now that we got to September because of this damn stretch run. We don't want that, you know. We don't want to do that. So let's get this ready. Let's get this going. I'm happy for the team, Keith. I know you froze up a little bit here. I kind of got a little bit of what you were saying about the about
the Bo Bichette's, about the Vladdy Juniors,
about Jr.,
Gavin Biggio's. Like these young cats, they just got that mentality where like they don't care. They're not scared of the almighty Yankees. They're not scared of anybody. And if they have the pitching to back them up, those guys are going to string together a couple of hits, a couple bombs, and next thing you know, they're stealing a game from you that you thought you had won.
Yeah.
Or it's getting late in the game and you can't put them away and they steal the game that way.
That's the thing. Every loss is going to hurt a lot, Keith, in this. And we talked about this before, the schedule and stuff like that. Every game is going to feel like is going to weigh like so much. So I think those games are super important. Our games against the Mets are in the middle of the schedule, so I kind of like that because the Mets are a pretty good team. Mets actually have one of the toughest schedules in baseball, so it sucks for them. But oh well. For us, actually, to be honest, we're middle of the pack. Yankees actually strength of schedule, comparing it to last year, because all you can do is compare it to last year. Teams improve and whatnot, except for unless you're the Orioles, but it is what it is. Boy, like I said, we get into September. I'm good. Any other teams that you got to watch out for? That you're
the Braves. So we got to play the Braves.
We play the Braves.
We got two against the Braves in the middle of the season.
4.
All 4 in the middle of the season, but 2 against the Braves at home. Then we've got the Red Sox for 4 at home, the Rays for 4 at home. So we've got
that's a crazy stretch run. Look at that.
We've got a crazy stretch of 9 games that'll be in the Bronx.
Actually, that even moves back. Look at this. Rays, Braves, Red Sox, Rays, Mets, Braves, Mets, Rays, and then the Blue Jays. So all of that stuff is sandwiched in between the Blue Jays. So like the Blue Jays are there. I mean, not the Blue Jays, the Orioles. And then even before we get into that series, we're gonna need a really good start because that stretch run,
it's in the middle of August, the dog days of summer.
It's not gonna be dog days. It's gonna be fresh.
Past years, but it's gonna be 90 degrees. Then we got to go to Atlanta, play out there. Like it's gonna be hot, and the Braves are good. The Braves are young. They're starting to put it together. You think they don't want to beat the Yankees? You think their fans don't want to beat the Yankees? Like those are going to be competitive games, and we can't afford to lose many games in that stretch where we also, like you said, have to see the Rays, have to see the Mets. It's like you just read off. It's Rays, Braves, Red Sox, Rays, Braves.
Listen to that stretch. That sounds crazy, though.
Yeah.
That sounds crazy, but we could bury some teams during that stretch as well. We could bury some teams. The teams that we keep facing twice, we could bury some teams as well. So that's when we gotta, there is no, in this stretch we could go 500. There's no none of that. Like we gotta
no, you gotta win, and it's gotta be playoff postseason.
Yeah,
we play today, we win today. Mentality. That's it. Because if you start chilling, next thing you know, you're taking L's and you don't have that many to give. And these are good teams. Like the Braves, Mets, and Rays are all going to be competitive. They have good players. They have good pitching. And we have them back to back to back. Like August is going to be rough. Like don't bug out if we lose a couple games. I think
I'm a bug out.
I think that's why the schedule's set up like this. I think MLB knows they need us to sell tickets. They know how many fans we have. They know how big the Yankees are. And when they're making this schedule, they're like, damn, in the middle of August, the Yankees got to host the Braves for 2. Then they got to host Boston for 4. Then they got to host the Rays for 3. Then they go to Queens and play the Mets for 3. Like, that's a rough week. Then you come out of it, and we got to go to the A and
once
play 2.
Once that stretch ends, though, Keith, that little stretch.
Yep. They gave us some cushion at the end. They're like, yo, if y'all come out of the middle of August kind of rough, you'll figure it out with Baltimore in September.
We'll give you guys Baltimore Blue Jays and some of these other teams.
And we'll throw the Blue Jays and the Red Sox in there, which neither one of those teams should be able to really stay with us. And then we'll end the season with Jeter's club. He's given us all 3 of those last games of the year. Like, just take them.
Just take them. Yeah, that's free. Last thing is today was an inter squad game.
Yeah, it was great. Still watching it.
So that's fun. We had an inter squad game today, guys, and it was fun. Some good vibes. Weird baseball game, but it was baseball nonetheless. We had on the mound Jay Happ, who, by the way, after this performance, Cy Young Happ, still happening. Still happening, okay?
33.
That is still happening. And then
a new man.
My man Schmidt comes out and is disgusting. The face that I put when that man pitches is just a face of disgust. It's like the man he doesn't grab a ball and throw it up there. He grabs a freaking ball of dirt because he's just throwing dirt.
He's dirty.
Dirty. That man needs a shower, but he has to do it at home. He can't shower in the stadium.
Got to get Clark Schmidt a new number.
Yo, Schmidt deserves
whatever number is available. I know there's not many, but 86, it's not gonna do it.
Listen, the pitching is ahead of the hitting right now, of course, by a lot. And some hitters look really bad today. Giancarlo had a really good hit toward the end of the game. But other than that, the Yankees, it was basically like a double no-hitter going on from both sides because Hap was like, I'm winning the Cy Young this year. And I'm figuring it out. Britton looked disgusting. Oh, no, you Britton. That's back. Canely gives up a home run.
Tyro.
Yeah, Estrada.
To the left.
What stood out to you in this game, Keith? And how excited were you?
I was pumped. I was on the Pinstripe Strong account. I was recording full at bats and sending them like Andujar's first at bat. Labor hit a little bloop single. I'm like, let's go, motherfucker. I mean, it's just good to see the guys. I said on Twitter, I was like, yo, we're fucking stacked. I'm so like entertained by this.
Facts.
Every pitcher that comes up, I'm like, yes, I want to see what Canely looks like, what Chad Green looks like, what Ottavino looks like, what Holder looks like.
Hold him.
But then, of course, like Clark Schmidt hype and Clark Schmidt mania.
That shit look that to me was the day.
He is what we thought he was,
Yep.
and like he's filthy and he knows it. And if you're just learning about him, that's fine. You got some time. Brush up on him now. Talking Yanks interviewed him. He's been around the Yankee universe
Love that
for
interview.
the last couple
Real down to
years.
earth.
We, if you even look up some of the Yes Network stuff, they got packages on Clark Schmidt. If you look at Yankee Magazine or even, I don't know if they have a Path to Pinstripes or Homegrown with him, but we've known about him for some time. And shit, we might need him this year.
Facts.
So,
Yankees made him pitch today for a reason. They want to see as much of him as possible.
Yeah.
And he's probably going to be playing. So
Tanaka
bring him in. He's
took
disgusting.
A ball off his head. I don't know.
That's how you know this team is going to be. This team is going to be indestructible. Indestructible.
Indestructible.
What the fuck? Oh, in sounds better.
Indestructible. Yo, it
fucking
wasn't
English.
that long ago.
Oh, you suck.
I'm so sorry, guys. Indestructible. I don't know what the hell undestructible. Well, I guess undestructible is a word, but I apologize. I won't do that
A couple
again.
months ago, if y'all think back to when you were quarantined, stay at home, don't leave your crib. There was a video that went out of Clark Schmidt in his backyard. They set up a mound. Him and his brother. They set up a official 63 in the third, whatever the measurement is, mound, and he supposedly broke his brother's thumb. I don't think he broke it. I think the information came out that he just hurt him.
Bro, that's when you just build an Eskimo with some shit, yo, and you make him catch that shit. That's it.
Like, Clark Schmidt is in the
here, bro. I'm not catching
backyard in April trying to break his brother's hand.
Let Clark Schmidt be my brother. Be like, yo, man, can you catch for me? Fuck out of here, bro. What the hell I look like, man? You think, fuck out of here. He's like, yo, I'll buy you a new thumb.
Think I'm dumb?
All right, let's do this. You think I'm dumb? You think I'm dumb? All right, sorry.
I know where this is gonna head.
Horrible. I don't know. I try to get that by.
You better call Eric Kratz.
That shit, that little joke that I
You
did.
better call Chris Iannetta, not beat. But yeah, Clark Schmidt, 86, that number 86. No, sir. Clark Schmidt, he's gonna be a star. He's gonna be a star.
Like a star. All right, so
Pitching Ninja.
Word.
Go look on Pitching Ninja. Search
Probably got
Pitching Ninja and Clark Schmidt.
Yeah.
Like he's not a secret.
those are two duos that are meant to be together. All right, guys. So we got 3 voicemails actually. Want to listen to them real quick?
Of course.
All right, let's see. I was waiting for Keith to say, hell no, I'm not listening to that shit. All right. You guys want to leave us a voicemail? Leave us a voicemail, 347-389-4898. We got a couple of voicemails here. Let's hear the first one.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Jack from DC.
Cut it up.
I got you right now. Hold on. Voice. Mail. Hold on.
Yo, shout out to Florio too. Jack Curry gave him some love. there was a play. I think Aaron Hicks lined out to the warning track, and if you guys were watching, there
Hey
was
guys, what's
only
up?
a
It's
guy
Jack
in
from
right
DC.
field. Florio
The
tracked the
news
ball
just
down.
broke that the players will report to spring training on July 1st, which is exciting. At the same time, I'm just so done with all the negotiation shit, and I just can't get myself that excited until I see players on the field. But this is my second call, first in a while. You guys are awesome. I actually started a podcast because.
Oh, what happened?
And yeah, keep up the good work. Go Yankees.
Good luck with your podcast, man, and I hope you're excited now.
He killed the voicemail when the dude was trying to shout out his podcast.
Nah, I didn't do that shit on purpose, bro. I didn't do that. Yo, come on now. I didn't do that. Yo, good luck with your podcast, bro. It didn't say the name of the podcast or nothing. Keep stop your blood clot
Joe
playing.
was like, no, you are not.
Nah, I didn't. He didn't. He knows the truth. He knows the truth. I know my truth. All right. So good luck to you.
Good luck on your podcast, whatever it's called.
Yeah, he didn't leave the name. All right, he put here that I hope he's excited now because he finally sees the players on the field. So I bet he is excited now. So thank you to you and for the voicemail. Shout out to you. Good luck on your pod. Next pod. Let's see.
Hey Joe, what's going on, man? It's Michael from New York, from Long Island. I just wanted to ask you, what series are you most looking forward to? I probably have to say the Nationals, and I guess the Braves. But I was going to ask you too, what series do you think is going to be the most difficult out of all of them? I think this is going to be a very easy schedule, and I think we're going to do great this year, and we're going to bring home number 28. So yeah, take care, man.
Yeah, man. Oh, man, it's the Bronx.
That's not
outside.
a sound effect.
It's not a sound effect.
Drag racing
it's crazy outside. It's crazy outside.
Biker boys.
Yeah. So I think the team that I'm kind of not looking forward, but the games just kind of mean more. The Rays, bro. Because I think that the Rays are ready to go. The Rays are right now. They feel like, maybe in a 162 game season, Yankees have a little bit extra to kind of. But in a 60 game season, we could be right there, and I can see them making a push to try to get us the hell up out of there. I'm kind of worried about the Rays. If I do need to be worried about a team that's expected to do well in our division, the Rays are it. So we got 10 games against them.
I'm not really worried about the Rays, bro. I'm fucking tired of watching us play the Rays. We play the Rays 18 times a year.
I feel you, but they really good, Keith. They really
I know
good,
that's the thing too. I know they're supposed to be good this year. I know the hype around them. Plouffe picked them to be his World Series champ. Yeah. Like all that's all good until they step inside the lines with us, and it's like we own you. You are our son. Like you're permanent son. Like we got more fans in your city.
But the fans don't matter this season, right. Keith. But they
still know it's like an omen in the
air. They're used to playing in the environment.
They're not coming to Yankee Stadium doing shit with us.
Keith, they're used to playing in this environment where they could hear the fucking announcer. Okay,
yeah,
they're used to this.
In the quiet ass stadium.
Yes, they're used to this. They've been practicing for COVID since they were the Devil Rays. Okay, so
they got the pitching. They got a good lineup. I'm glad they made the mistake of letting Tommy Pham go. I hope Blake Snell sucks. But the series that I'm looking at, and it's not even that I'm looking at it like I'm not worried, but like I said it in the beginning of the pod, I like that first week that we get into baseball where it's like Monday work week. Monday through Thursday of that work week, we've got 2 games in Philly and then 2 games against the Phillies in the Bronx. I think that's going to be great for baseball for both those fan bases. I hope we take 3 out of 4 and we get off to a hot start. And then those Philly fans know that they overspent for Bryce Harper and Kutch and Real Muto and everybody else, and they start packing it up again for another year. So I really early that first week.
I really want to see, and it's crazy. It's actually a blessing in disguise. Maybe. It could go one way or the other. That we're facing the Blue Jays. All of our Blue Jay games are actually in like later part of the season, September, I believe, right? All of them. Do we have any in August? None in August. Oh, they're all in September. By that time, the teams that are in. The teams that are out are out.
Yeah.
that might be a team, you know, a younger team. They might be like looking already toward next year if they're way out of it. If they're in it and in the thick of things, then that's the team to worry about. But I'm telling you, the Blue Jays are a team that I'm also kind of those Blue Jays series.
Yeah.
That, you know,
I mean,
I'm looking
and
forward
even
to.
if they're out of it, bro, everybody wants to beat the Yankees, so they're gonna be trying to play spoiler. Like even if they're mathematically out of it, they can get up for the fact that we're gonna beat the Yankees. We're gonna try and beat the Yankees.
All right. So I'm for that there. So I am confident that I do think that we're gonna bring home the 28th championship. So I'm happy about that. Next voicemail. This one.
Willie again from Texas, Dallas, Texas, actually. Here's my bold predictions. The Yankees are going to win 38. Their record is going to be 38-22. That's my bold prediction. Go Yankees. You guys are awesome. Bye.
Thank you so much, Willie. Appreciate it. 30. That's a good. You know what? That's not a bad record.
I don't know how
38-22. That's
I don't
not
know
bad.
if I'd say that's a bold prediction. I think they're saying
that's pretty safe.
38-22 in our first 60 last year, right?
I think so.
So I think that's like an average prediction. If he would have came out and said we were gonna go 48-12 or something, then I'd be like, all right, yeah. But I think that's where we're about too. I
think that's probably around there. I think he's about right. He's about right.
I got us around.
I'll be man, this is crazy. I gotta think that we're let me see. I gotta think that we're probably in the neighborhood of the high 30s, the 40, probably early 40s kind of thing. So that's where I'm kind of looking at right now. The high, you know, around there, maybe the high 30s, you know, early 40s. That's how I kind of look at right there. You know, midlife crisis area. So I think that's where the Yankees will be.
Yeah, if I had to call it, I want to say that we can win 38 to 40 games or whatever. But if I had to put a number on it,
crazy.
I think like everyone's gonna take L's. So maybe we're like 36-24. I think a lot of teams are gonna lose. Like any day, someone could lose. I don't know how many teams are gonna be hot, or it could just be a top-heavy league where the favorites just dominate the.
I don't think this season is going to be like that.
I don't think so either, because there is no home field advantage. Like this whole thing is janky already with the COVID testing and
but I'm excited.
Protocols. Like this is the weirdest baseball anybody has ever played.
But you know what, Keith? I'm excited, Keith.
Me too.
Happy, Keith. I'm hyped, Keith. I'm ready for the energy, Keith.
Same.
I'm ready for this, bro. I'm ready for the season. You ready for the season? We all ready for this season, and we ready for this time, this stretch run, this freaking sprint-a-thon that's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Bruh. Oh my God. Just think about it, guys. Once we get into postseason, everything's back to normal. Not normal, but everything's like, it's gonna be a situation. I don't know what's gonna happen, whether the owners are talking about possibly having fans in the stands toward the end of the season. I don't see it. I don't know how that's possible. But, I think that's just wishful thinking. But we'll see, man. I'm happy about that. Thank you so much, guys, for the voicemail. If you guys want to leave us a voicemail, just remember to do that. 347-389-4898. I appreciate all of you guys that left some voicemails this week. So, shout out to y'all.
Appreciate it.
So I think that's it. We had a little bit of ins and outs, technical difficulties and stuff like that during the pod, but it's okay.
Yo, shout out to Judge. Honestly,
Judge.
I just opened my phone and there's an alert. Judge ready for opening day.
He's ready, yeah.
But think about it. We didn't see any videos of Judge until
nothing
a couple days ago.
Nothing.
And first intra-squad scrimmage, he's right in the lineup. Like he's not missing time. He seems to be healed, and we were all worried about that for months. We were all worried about that. So shout out to Judge.
Judge.
I'm ready, bro. Like I'm here. I'm healed, rib healed. My girlfriend beat her DUI. Like we're straight.
Giancarlo saying that his calf is crazy. DUI. That was in an earlier podcast. Make sure you do check it out.
Giancarlo been healthy for the longest time.
He says he's 100%. His calf is 100%. No restrictions. He might even play some outfield. So that's interesting. This is exciting because it just feels like the first time that the whole Yankee lineup feels like they might be healthy. And if you give me that Yankee lineup for a 60-game stretch with that bullpen, Keith, it's a Reynolds wrap.
We're fucking stacked. That's what I said. We're stacked. Every pitcher that comes out, every hitter that comes to the plate, I'm excited to see. And yeah, this is for the first time in a while.
Yeah,
I guess we're missing Sevy. Who else are we missing?
We're missing
Didi,
Hicks.
Omine.
Hicks is ready for opening day. Was in the lineup today. Hicks is ready for opening day. Garrett Cole came out. He said, "I think that Hicks might be the
DJ
only
because he's
missing
sick.
Missing DJ."
But honestly, like that could change in the next couple of weeks, and he could be back with us to compete.
Yeah.
This is going to be our most stacked team in years, and all they have to do is put it together for 10 weeks. I'll take it.
I'm ready.
Sign me up.
I'm ready.
I'll take all of it. How much you need from me?
Best quote of the week was definitely
I can watch for free.
For free on Yes Network. Best quote of the week definitely comes from Garrett Cole, who's saying Aaron Hicks may be the first person to get Tommy John and not miss a game.
He also said there's only going to be one coronavirus World Series.
Yeah. There's only going to be one coronavirus World Series, so you might as well be the champion of it.
Man, we taking that shit. Duh.
Yeah, that's it. So I'm ready for it.
Who else supposed to take it? The Dodgers?
Yeah.
Nah, chill. The Dodgers, the whole thing is done. The Dodgers went to
they're
multiple World Series.
They're finito.
That's done. That's over with.
Finito.
David Price said, no, I'm good, love. Enjoy.
Yeah. He's like, I'm good. Once again, the Red Sox keep winning in those trades, which is pissing me off.
Of course.
But it is what it is.
Course.
So, guys, I mean, good
Dodgers
podcast.
again,
Good podcast this week, Keith.
Yeah, I mean, we figured it out, bro. It took us a minute. But we figured it out. We'll tighten up. We'll tighten up because once these games start, we're gonna probably do more than one podcast a week, and we gotta make sure we're ready to rock. So
I got my I'm starting to get my setup ready. I upgraded my internet for the season. I actually got cable again. Yep. I got my whole setup. You see my desk?
I did.
My streaming center.
This shit is command crazy. Center.
We're gonna be streaming. Twitch. I'm gonna be showing y'all a lot of love when it comes to the streaming. So we'll see what's up with that. But I'm happy. But nonetheless, guys, follow us on socials. But you know what? The real social media, the only one. I'm gonna stop telling you to follow me, man. The real social media you gotta follow Pinstripe Strong.
Yeah.
We gotta grow that account.
Yeah.
Follow Pinstripe Strong on Twitter and Instagram. Whenever we do giveaways, I figured out I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do it through those pages. Whether it's on Twitter, whether it's on freaking Keith got the 27 outs shirt. Let's go. That's the mantra. 27 outs. Let's go. All right. So follow Pinstripe Strong and leave us a voicemail also. But like I always say, guys.
Oh, Chris picks for this week.
Chris picks? He got Chris picks?
Chris picks for this week. That Pop Smoke album got 19 tracks on there.
Yes. I listened to
hits.
It. Really good.
Played all through the city and tri-state area this weekend. Chris picks. Go listen to that new Pop Smoke.
Yes. Pop Smoke. Very good. R.I.P. But guys, it's time for so long. And you know what? Like I always say, make sure you guys keep your pinstripes on. And stay pinstripe strong. Let's go, Yankees! We got baseball! Tell them, Noah! Nice. And here comes Noah, actually, right away. Wow. Finally. That shit was crazy, but I figured it out right away. I have to disconnect the rendezvous and then connect it again. Connect to previous session.
What up, Noah?
You can see him? You can see him? He's right here. He's right here. Joe, don't bust your ass again. Oh my God, that's not.
Nah, you're in a different
I'm
setup
standing
now.
up. I'm in a whole different setup now. This is a whole different. I'm not. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Daddy, where's Kristen?
He's still recovering. Christian's still recovering. Crazy. Oh man. This week, no after pod. Because of technical issues, and it's freaking 11:20.
We might be back a day earlier though. We probably can jump on Sunday.
Oh yeah. Probably Sunday. We're gonna have what's happening this week? We're gonna have we got baseball to talk
Garrett
about,
Cole's
bro.
supposed to pitch tomorrow.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Like the baseball, Yankee baseball feeds itself, and then like I said, we're gonna come out with this. We're gonna try this new format for the season. We still gotta kind of brainstorm that shit out. But the opening day is fast approaching. So it'll be here before we know it, and games will matter, and we'll see what happens.
Preparing for it, man. Covering it, thinking about how to cover it, and we obviously know what to do, but just trying to make it dope. I just really feel like through this whole coronavirus pandemic, it has leveled the playing field, right? You're watching Yes Network tonight, and you're seeing Michael K in his house. You're seeing Coney in his house. You're seeing Meredith
That was weird as
Marakovitz
hell.
in their house.
That was weird.
It's weird, but now I'm saying, bro, it leveled the playing field. They're looking at us. They're looking at us in our house too. So it's like everybody's coming to you remotely. Everybody is covering the game, reporting on the game from their crib.
Turn on this AC, boy.
And it's just going to be a matter of preference. Who do you like to watch the game with? Who do you like to watch talk about the game? Whose swag are you into when it comes to this Yankee shit? And I obviously like our swag and what we bring to the table. I obviously like talking Yanks and John Boy talking baseball. I just know all of us are going to work and all of us are going to create. And all of us are gonna put dope shit out.
I'm ready for the clips, man. The funny clips,
around the game. So
the non-scripted shit. That's what I like.
Like people can't see his setup. Like he's got 3 monitors, TV. Like he's got the whole command board. Like when the games actually start, like nobody is fucking with McFly.
Yeah, so it's all good, bro. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. I'm gonna put this little guy to bed. Thank you, chat. Appreciate you guys. Here, all of y'all.
Yeah,
Jared,
so lit.
Elizabeth, Willie.
I wish I
everybody
could keep up with the chat while the chat is going, but that's impossible to do. But I'm reading through what y'all sent. Y'all funny out.
Joe, you streaming today? I might hop on MLB The Show for a little bit after this. I gotta, I'll take a shower and all. Joe, I left. Willie left a voicemail. We listened to Willie's voicemail.
You haven't taken a shower in a long time.
I took a shower early today. Yeah, right. See that? He's out of pocket. Joe got the setup. Great show. Thank you so much.
Later.
All right, guys. I'm gonna see you guys later. See you guys next week. Hopefully, we get enough. If we get enough voicemails, then we'll probably end up having to do a voicemail app. So you already know how that goes. Call the line 347-389-4898, and you know the vibes. Well, I'll see you guys. Hopefully, we don't have any freaking system issues next week.
The coronavirus in the weird